Charleston Southern head coach Gabe Giardina. The team fell just short in the North-South Barbecue Bowl, 17-14 against Gardner-Webb. Back in action this week. They're going to host nationally ranked UT Martin on Saturday afternoon. So, Coach, just some thoughts on your team, and we'll go to some questions.
Yeah, obviously disappointed with the loss. Thought our guys, I don't think we played clean, but I think we played very hard. And had to try to, scratch our way back in the game there at the end, and put a 2-minute drive together, and got an onside kick, and then got us down into field goal range, and then just unfortunately weren't able to tie the ball game. So credit to Chris and their group for getting it done. But I continue to be proud of the way we are competing in the games. Man, every week is a nail biter. We're in it. Now we got to learn how to finish. We got to learn how to win. And that is, it's the goal here. And certainly encouraged by the growth I've seen of our team, and just the amount of explosive plays we've made to this point in the season as compared to last season. Very proud of just, the red zone defense comparison from this season to last season, and the stinginess that we've seen to show down there. So, there's a lot of positives within a lot of frustration. But our guys they keep responding the right way. They keep playing hard. And certainly they have been a group that's very bonded and close together, and been unbreakable in their spirit. And so continue to be really encouraged about, where we're going and how we're doing.
You referenced at the end of the game, some bounces definitely went your way. That the field goal at the end didn't, but that never give up kind of thing. You all played hard, and when you needed to bounce for a couple of things there in a row, it did go right. So just I guess, can you expand on that? Never giving up and playing to the final whistle.
Yeah, well, when we went for the when we certainly the spike was, unique and not the way you draw it up, and but hey, we didn't panic. We caught the doggone ball and pushed it in. But when we got on the the sideline there to do our our onside kick there, we've executed that thing really well in practice, for about the last month. It was if it was a month ago, maybe not so much, but for the last month, I said, hey guys, look, you've done this beautifully in practice. Everybody just breathe. Let's stay on sides, number one, and let's not hit them in the safety zone. And then let's go try to recover the doggone kick, and we did. And the guy who's made the play, Noah was right there, but then our guy who's supposed to keep it in bounds, Makai Canfield's right there too. So I mean, everybody was doing what they're supposed to do. So it's a good lesson. Just we got to execute, and we got to be disciplined. We got to be a little bit more disciplined on some things, and I think we will be.
Coach Simpson from UT Martin earlier was just talking about your defense and how every week, the way you limit points gives your team a chance to win. So I don't know if you can speak to that. I know the wins may not have come yet, but your defense has put you in that position each week.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously we're ranked. I'm not sure exactly. I think third, maybe, or something like that in the league in defense, and I think it's just the it's a combination, right? It's hey, what we play, but then really it's more how we play. And our guys have been able to keep us in games and be stingy and force field goals in the red zone. And so, it's been really, inspiring to watch. Our guys are playing, I think, a really tough brand of football over there, and we got a big challenge this week. I mean, they're number one offense in the doggone conference. They got a lot of older players. I think this is probably the oldest team. I mean, they're not just, there's so many GRs beside everybody's name. Not just senior. You're like, holy cow. It's an older group. It's they've been in a lot of battles. They've seen a lot of different things and been through some things together. So we know we got our hands full.
Yeah, what you mentioned about them, that they had had a couple weeks in a row, they scored 38. I don't have my reading glasses on, 35, 45, 52. And then this past week, they did a little bit more with defense. And you talk to some of the senior late teams that they have. Do you feel are they better on one or the other, or just are they pretty well rounded, I guess?
I think they're a really well-rounded team. I think they, I think practice for them is probably a war. You got, obviously a lot of experience on offense with the Dent kid, and just he's dramatically he's gotten better. I'm saying he was already good, and he's gotten even better. He can hurt you in a lot of different ways. Spreads the ball around. I think their center is the best center in the doggone conference. And then defensively, they just come at you in waves. They play a lot of people. The backers are all, like 6'2", 230. They play all over the place. They look similar. And they, what do people run the ball like 86 yards a game on them or something? So it's, very stingy in the run game. And then can create a pass rush, with or without pressure. So where they're dropping a lot of people and doing a lot of things to give people a lot of problems.
Fred, I was going to ask you about you had the co-defensive player of the week, Davion Williams, 7 tackles, 4.5 for loss, fumble. Just he seemed to do a little bit of everything for you against Gardner.
Yeah, I thought he played extremely well. Davion's played really consistently all season. Is one of our leaders. He's just a sophomore, and man, he plays hard. We try to use him in a lot of different areas between coverage and blitzing, and he's a very he's not just a tackler; he's a thumper, he's really kind of been one of those guys that's a playmaker for us on the defensive side of the ball.
Coach, that's all I got for you this morning. Thanks a lot. Appreciate your time. Best of luck this weekend against UTM, and we'll talk to you next Tuesday.
Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it.